Hey guys, it is Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another Song Suggestion Friday. I am joined today by Ben. Ben, say hi to the people.
What's up, guys?
Microphone.
What's up, guys? It's like the opposite of Ryan's problem.
That's true. Ryan could not make it today because he is stuck in traffic. Yes, Nashville traffic is some of the shittiest around. Hashtag fuck you Nashville traffic in the comments section. You guys, put your suggestions in the comments section. I pick them. I throw them in a Patreon poll, and my patrons vote on them. If you want to take part in that Patreon poll, go on over to the link in the description, pledge $5 or more a month to me, and you can take part in that poll as well. The patrons pick them. We take the top ones voted, we listen to them, and we give them our feedback. Plus sign means we would seek it out again. Minus sign means that we would avoid that shit like the plague. Equal sign means what the fuck, it doesn't fucking... Alright, let's get started. The Sound of Muzak by Porcupine Tree. I am 100% straight as a board, but from now on, Steve Wilson is bae. Absolutely love the groove and the dark tone of the guitar in this song. Like, holy cow, this thing just feels so good. Just like hits your heart so right. Chorus is somehow ethereal and down to earth at the same time. I know they two things can't be both, but it is. It absolutely is. Steve Wilson, as always, has really creamy production. The bass guitar is the piece that for me really pushes this to the next level of like, okay, this is just a good rock song to like, this is like borderline masterpiece. I love the shit out of this. And the topic of the song, I didn't get to listen to all the lyrics, but enough of them to pick up on what he's talking about resonates with me so much. I think this might be written about me.
Hey guys, Future Mike here. I'm up at 1:30 in the morning right now and should be asleep right now, ready to go to work, but I, for some reason, decided to stay up for, well, multiple reasons, and I decided to listen to this song again because I knew there was something more in the lyrics than what was just captured in the music. And yeah, I wasn't kidding. This song really speaks to me on a very, very personal and very deep level. This is kind of what I feel is my mission in life. I've seen this song suggested multiple times in Song Suggestion Friday, and like I try to mix it up so that like if I get this type of artist or this particular artist, I try not to throw them into the list again real soon. But this one, like, for some reason caught my eye. I think it was just the Muzak thing. Forget whatever grade I give it at the end of this. This is so many more plus signs than I can actually properly give it. For once, a song's lyrics actually touches me deeper than the music ever could. Although the music absolutely complements it very well, this speaks to me on such a personal level. It's insane, and really makes me think that Steve Wilson and I are a lot closer to believing this. Really, there's no way I can do enough justice in this stupid little Song Suggestion Friday video I did want to make sure, unlike the March of the Black Queen where I didn't get a chance to do it full justice, this one really required me giving it some more justice than what I gave it in the Song Suggestion Friday.
The solo wasn't my favorite, but it did not detract from my enjoyment of this whatsoever, as you can see by my absolute gushing right now. And the vocal harmony and melody in the chorus were just like, oh my god, I had a boner.
Not to take away from Porcupine Tree, they always have a very distinct sound, and this song still had that very unique sound, but to paint a picture for you, this is more so like Incubus when it started out, and then I feel like the chorus kind of brought in some John Butler harmonies even. As you can tell by the redness on my face, I can't say like or anymore, so I'm trying to work through this at the moment, like an AA meeting. It sounds similar to John Butler Trio and Incubus all in one song. It has those kind of very interesting percussion, classic Porcupine Tree, simple but intriguing, not overdone. That's it. That's all I have to say about the song. It's okay.
Total grade for this song, 2 plus signs.
It was like a plus sign. Like a plus sign.
Down Under by Men at Work. I grew up listening to this song, so this is gonna be a 100%, 1000% biased opinion here. This song is just fun and Australian. You'll be singing along to this song by the end, guaranteed. Very simple, good 80s pop rock, but the sound palette that they choose really, it just works so well together. That's the best way I can put it. It really works well together. The groove will have you bobbing your head along. I mean, it's an infectious song. It's a good, fun, dumb song. Don't think about it too much. Just let the vibes take you away. Oh, and by the way, this song is another reason why I say, fuck you, copyright. I hate copyright. This band, this is their only hit. This is the song that actually gave them some amount of success, and that was completely stripped away because the guy who did the flute solo kind of ripped off an old Australian folk song, didn't realize someone had copyrighted the damn folk songs. Like the guy or whatever who copyrighted the Happy Birthday song. It's like, go fuck yourself, man. Oh yeah, fucking copyright's here to protect the artist. Oh.
This is a very windows open, feel good kind of song. I actually really liked the reggae flute sound it had going on in the intro. It also had a Vegemite reference, and
Yes, it
for
did.
those of you who don't know, Vegemite is only made in Australia. I got to try it one time.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, it wasn't that great, but I tried it, and I would try it again because you never get to have it. I didn't really know what the song was talking about in the first verse, and actually the lyrics really intrigued me, but I didn't really know what they meant, and they were kind of weird. I didn't know if it was going to go prog because they didn't really make any sense. It maintained that really happy, good feel throughout the song. Second verse brought a little bit more meaning. You didn't really know where it was going. The third verse was where it brought everything home. It was just kind of like happy, feel good, very nice, charming song is a good word for that.
Total grade for this song, 2 plus signs.
Total grade for this song, 1 plus sign.
Square Hammer by Ghost Before Christ. That's Ghost BC, for those who can't tell what a joke is. I should totally dig this song for the instrumentation, and I was wondering the entire time why I didn't, and if maybe it was my own biases. Really what it came down to is the vocals were totally weak. It's not that they were bad, they were just weak. This song was very high in emotion, very much high in passion, and the vocals were not performed very strongly. They were buried in the mix, and they were washed out with a ton of verb and delay. Well, not that much delay, but definitely verb. And it just was too much to try and cover up and bring power to vocals that did not have power, that needed power. The vocal melody reminded me of something that Ninja Sex Party would do, which was a good thing. Guitar riff in the chorus and the vocal melody are both really cool. The guitar solo is even pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of that organ sample, but it didn't kill me. It's really honestly just the vocal performance. Was the total disappointment for me in this song.
The intro reeked of cheese, and then there was even one part that hurt my stomach is where they were like, thunder, and like the drums go off and like he kind of goes off with it, and it was just super cheesy. If I didn't have to listen to this whole song, I would have turned it off at this point. There was nothing really catchy or memorable about the song.
You didn't even like the guitar riffs?
No, honestly. It was a very much so attempt at the 80s, and to go along with what Mike said, I was wondering the same thing. It had this 80s feel, so why was I not liking it? And then I came to the same conclusion Mike did. The vocals, if they were like an octave higher, if they had that Def Leppard kind of sound to this song, I feel like Def Leppard could have owned this song, but they had just a weak execution on this song.
Total grade for this song, equal sign.
Total grade for this song, negative sign.
A Day in the Life by the Beatles. This is one of their greatest, hands down. This is one of the songs that I cite when I tell people that the Beatles were the first progressive rock band. And yes, I still fucking say that they're the first progressive rock band. I don't care what anyone else says. This is one of the first records ever recorded and released in stereo, and you can tell because the panning is fucking crazy. Everything's either far left or far right, kind of like modern day American politics. Words really can't describe the emotions in this song. I mean, if you listen to it the whole way through, the song and actually in particularly the album, please listen to this album the whole way through. By the end, it'll almost jerk a tear from your eye. It's really, really moving. If you haven't, please go listen to this song. Please go listen to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's one of the, in my opinion, probably the best album ever made.
As soon as this song starts, you recognize it as one of the most iconic Beatles songs. Everybody has heard this song at some point, whether they know it or not. I personally didn't even know that A Day in the Life was the name of this song, but I've definitely heard the song all the way through multiple times. One thing you can always count on from the Beatles is their unique chord progressions. So to go along with Mike, yeah, they might have had an influence on prog because they never just used the atypical, like 1-4-5 chords that everybody else was using at the time and people still use today. They always had a very strong driving chord progression. And then it comes to the middle part, that orchestral crescendo is very acid driven. Not many people were doing that. They tried so many times, and there's multiple stories of Beatles in the studio where they just couldn't figure out how to make the sound that they wanted to.
So they just put a bunch of acid into the tape recorder?
Yes. It was literally acid on the tape. It's crazy. And if you haven't listened to this song all the way to the end, make sure you listen to it like the last 5-10 seconds of this song. It's definitely a unique ending.
Total grade for this song, 2+ signs.
Total grade for this song, 2+ signs.
Blackwater Park by Opeth. Blackwater Park is the title track of possibly my favorite Opeth album. You guys picked a lot of fucking good ones today, thank you. I totally love the shit out of this intro. It's got this beefy, rocking guitar riff in the beginning, and then it has these wailing, whining guitars in the background that just make it so eerie but so badass. And it's just like, it's an otherworldly experience. That's the best way I can put it. It's something that touches you in an inappropriate way, like Bill Cosby. but like you want it. It's like the Bill Cosby you want in your life.
I want to comment, but there's nothing to say.
The production on this album is some of my favorite of any album I've ever listened to. Emblematic of that is the snare sound. The snare sound is snappy, but still somehow deep and dark. It really drives home that haunting, but also hollow feeling. Immediately after that, and I guess something you could call like the first verse, is the spacey folk interlude that just takes you away, just steals you. Opeth's chord progressions are some of my favorites as well. It's just so unorthodox, but extremely effective. After it's done for that really transcendent folky part, it just beats you right in the face, coming back in with another distorted guitar part. Then has another killer guitar solo that's both haunting and like not too shredderific, I guess, but tasty. Yes. And then the riff that you think is going to be the ending lets off and is kind of a clean part for a little bit. And then it punches you in the face again until you're on the floor bleeding. Until the very last part where it just kind of kisses you away gently with a nice little finger-picked folk part. If you haven't been able to tell, I love the fucking shit out of this song. This is actually not one of my favorite tracks on the album. I still love it.
Yeah, so this song, I'd have to say, is my favorite Opeth song I have heard. It comes in with a really dark intro, catchy, driving, super tasty. It's mostly blues, prog, and maybe even a little bit of emo. So it comes in with this really loud driving intro. The vocals don't come in until way late in the game. You start wondering if it's going to have vocals in the game. Really crunchy, really deep vocals, good growl. And then it goes into this mesmerizing, clean guitar part. The chord progression is long enough.
Mesmerizing.
Good
word.
Yes. Him and I actually had just got home from work, or to his house from work, and I heard this.
No, don't pretend like you don't live here, babe.
We sleep in the same bed. But this song, we were both listening to it at the same time. This clean part comes on, and I don't even know what happened. I just got lost. Like, it wasn't like I was listening to the song anymore. You're just like, wow, this is a really good vibe going on.
He forgot he was actually supposed to listen to it.
Yeah,
he was in it. He was just in it.
It really has a great way of grabbing you. I can't rave on enough about this one part. And then it comes with loud rock, like R-A-W-K, slams back in, super jarring, and it's like, holy cow, I forgot we were doing this. Like, this is amazing. All right, we're back at it. If you want to listen to this song, I recommend you don't listen to it in a car. You don't listen to it while you're working. You sit down and you just listen to this song. And you'll have the same experience. To wrap it up, super fat solo tone, great use of the Phrygian, very tasty solo. And my notes is like, all right, so this end is sort of dragging, and then Mike touches his phone, light comes back on, like, oh, psych, 3 more minutes. I feel like they could have made it probably about 3 to 4 minutes shorter, but doesn't take away from the greatness of this song.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Total grade for this song, 2+ signs.
I'm going to give this one 4+ signs.
Holy shit.
I really
Alright.
dug this song, yeah.
War Machine by Become the Night. Obviously, I think this song is kick-ass. I would not release songs that I would not think are kick-ass at the time. I mean, I think that's just stupid. It's like, oh, my song's okay. Okay, why the fuck did you release it if you think it's just okay? If you're releasing something you don't think is top-notch, why the fuck did you release it?
We released Basket Case.
That's different. Either way, look, I feel weird about the old shit that I released, but at the time that you release it, which this is like less than a year ago, it's like, yeah, I think this song's kick-ass. My only regrets are the mixing on the guitar, putting slightly less distortion on the rhythm guitars, and making the song a little bit longer before it repeats itself. This, again, is meant to be for a Japanese RPG type of video game.
Actually, I didn't know this was Mike's song. I had always heard the song in the background of Song Suggestion Friday, but I'd never actually looked into it. So first you see this super dorky looking... Nah.
He's talking about the YouTube video, by the way.
Yeah, the YouTube video. He does talk for a minute and a half, which is a pet peeve of mine, before a song, which I didn't click on the video for the comments, put it after the video.
You're not the only one who bitches about that.
Alright, cool. You can definitely see the Opeth influences here. I know, and you all know, Mike loves Opeth, so the intro is definitely where that comes out.
Really?
Absolutely. It's got a really catchy hook that vibes with the whole video game graphics thing he's got going on. He kept the solo breaks interesting by changing them up a little bit every time and ending them a little bit differently every time. And then he comes in with a really nice little headbanger at the end. Overall, like, it was a great 2-minute little banger.
Nothing negative to say other than the fact that I'm dorky and talk for a minute and a half.
The green screen could have been done a little bit better with your guitar in the middle of the graphics because I feel like it was kind of cloudy.
I definitely agree. I mean, besides the video portion, we're talking music.
I like music. The music part. No, not really. This song is actually like the equivalent of you finding out that Slash played the guitar part to the Full House intro. It's actually surprising to hear the song I hear every time I hear Song Suggestion Friday was actually Mike the whole time.
This guy. Total grade for this song, 2+ signs. I mean, I go back and listen to my own shit and critique it all the time. So, I mean, and I actually do enjoy it too. So, I mean, what the fuck? Like, why would you write something you don't want to listen to? That just seems stupid. I'm sorry.
Didn't you rate A Day in the Life by the Beatles to 2+ signs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my opinion. I'm not saying they're on par. This is my fucking opinion.
I think it would help you to add more stars to your grading system. Anyway, I give this song an equal sign because I will definitely hear it again and I definitely won't turn it off. But I'm probably not going to watch the video again.
Now it is time for our suggestions.
Omar, I feel like this comment's going to be directed towards you. I have never crushed on another band besides Muse as hard as I have Royal Blood. I'm sure you already know about them, but my song suggestion for you this week is Royal Blood, Hook, Line, and Sinker. 2-piece band, bass player / vocalist. This song has a great chromatic riff, really driving, really fat tone. Drummer has a great groove going on, really cool artist. Whole song, catchy, amazing. Listen to it.
My suggestion this week is The Boy from Seattle by Steve Vai. I already suggested another song off of this album by Steve Vai. This is Alien Love Secrets, by the way. I particularly love this album because this is Steve Vai's album where it's, for the most part, just one guitar, one bass, one drum, and he does everything with those 3 pieces, and it's amazing to see what he can do with those 3 pieces. This song was particularly supposed to be inspired by Jimi Hendrix, hence the name of the song. Now, it's not going to be the first thing you think that this is totally Hendrix, but if you listen to the chords that he's using and the voicings that he's deciding to use, it screams Hendrix once you really look into it as a guitar player. That is it for Song Suggestion Friday. If you want to leave your suggestions, put them in the comments, motherfucker. Seriously, I only take from the comments of the most recent Song Suggestion Friday. If you want to vote on the songs that we listen to, go to the link in the description, head on over to my Patreon page, pledge $5 or more a month, and you can take part in that poll. If you want to keep track of when my videos are coming out, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on!